we were talking earlier about purpose and being in the right place at the right time and God's hand and being guided. Funny story, I always said I would never live in Florida. I always said I would never work for the company that I worked for. Lo and behold, I live in Florida. I worked for the company that I said I would never work for, and I'm still living in Florida. And I've always said, what is the purpose and what is the reason? It's obvious that there is a reason that I am still in Florida. Don't know what that reason is, don't know what that purpose is. However, I'm getting closer, and I've come to see that I needed to be here for the rest of my life, for the next phase of my life, because the first half of my life is over, the next half of my life is beginning, not only with my skincare, and that's here, but there's another reason and another purpose. If I wasn't in Florida, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you right now. I wouldn't have gone on the journey with Glenda. I would not be telling my story. I would not have found the customized nutrition, the DNA customized nutrition, which I believe so wholeheartedly will change everyone's life and how they feel and in terms of healthy aging. And I wouldn't be able to
be a servant leader.
Which is very important to me, being a servant leader. I give. You know, you must give. You know, it's the gift to give. You know, you give selflessly. You know, it brings you joy and it helps someone else. And as you give, you get back tenfold. And that fills you it fills me from within. I mean, I just feel, you know, this cloud, this wave that just comes over me from the inside out, and I'm filled with love and joy. It makes me so happy. And
you like Florida now more than you do.
I do. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful here. It is beautiful, and I don't like being cold anymore. Like, I really don't. So for a purpose, you know, no matter where you're taken, you might not know where you're going, but know that your plan is not necessarily God's plan, and God has the plan. And God's plan, and we've talked about this a lot, is generally, He knows what He's doing, and it's better.
You know what's really funny? Now I can kind of see things that He's doing, and I laugh at Him when I go, I know what you're doing, because I get little snippets of things that come my way, and I go, oh, like this whole thing that was going on here with Patricia and Michael to do this presentation for God's people's news. And I said, Kelly, you've always said that you want to tell your story about where you were and where you're going, and look at this is coming to fruition. God has orchestrated this all and put it together. This is so interesting. I mean, God does, I mean, when you look at what He does, it's like blows you away. It's like how He puts all this stuff together, and He's doing all these things, and every once in a while I get a little snippet of it, and I go, I know what you're doing before it comes, you know, or just as it's coming. And I go, I know what's happening, and I love it.
Well, you know, and Glenda reminds me of this all the time, and I'm so very thankful for that, because, you know, sometimes it's like, but if all of those things wouldn't have happened to me, then I wouldn't be here. But because of everything, that I have more empathy, more compassion. I have the ability to share this very clear, because I've been through the fire, and I've come out on the other side. And, you know, for me to be able to say to you, you can do it. You know, you don't have to be where you were. I mean, here I was, 200 pounds, I stuttered, bald, my father faked his death, you know, I ran away from home, you know, shy. I mean, I couldn't even speak to anyone. To being on national television for 20 years and talking and sharing and giving back on TV, to moving on to this next journey and going through heck and back with a terrible situation that put me in this place where I want to say to you, it's okay. That it's okay, that you hand over your troubles to someone else, hand it over to God, and you will be taken care of. And that's so important to me. You know, I don't know. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you?
It changes lives. You know, it changes people's lives, and I think that's the biggest, because when you're walking around a changed person with peace in your life, people see that and feel it, and you know what? They want it. Just like I wanted it when I met my friend who showed me that, and I wanted it. I was like, I want that. Whatever that is, I want it. What is that you got? Because I want that. And you know what she had? She had God in her life. And she showed me the way. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to share it with everybody. That's what we're supposed to do.
It's the gift of
That's why we're here.
It's the gift of communication. A relationship is to relate. And you are doing, what I feel is we are doing a disservice if we choose not to speak, if we choose not to tell our story. The art of communication and sharing the story will impact you, and it will kind of maybe awaken that part of yourself.
It opens people up to your reality, to the realization that we're all the same. That's what it really does. It's like, wow, if you can say that, hey, I can show you who I am too, because you're bearing it all. And
well, that's the gift.
That's the gift.
That's the gift, and there's no shame with that. It's the gift of love, and it's the gift of heart, and it's the gift of giving people the ability to step outside of themselves and make those changes that they need to make themselves, and to make the change and move forward. It's time to take a break.
It's time to take a break.